troops conducted offensive operations during the month of April, and these operations ranged from ambushes to raids to fighting patrols and other covert operations in order to deal with the terrorism that we're faced with. Now, what has become obvious from our operations is that tactically, whenever there's a clash between troops and terrorists on the ground, troops clearly win in the firefight. Though sadly, in certain instances, casualties are sustained by own forces. However, each and every engagement event ends up with troops' victory, with several dead or surrendered terrorists in every location. Likewise, our air assets conducted aggressive air flights during the month of April. Whenever air assets confirm terrorist presence and their movement of the movement of terrorist commanders and their foot soldiers, the targets are acquired and fighter jets are scrambled to carry out major bombarding raids on significant terrorist enclaves or terrorist activities that have been observed and acquired. Accordingly, during the month of April, several terrorist leaders' enclaves were engaged. And these enclaves include that of terrorist commander, one of which is Nasanda and his loyalists. They were taken out in Zulmi local government area of Katsina State. Another, which took place on the 13th of April, during the airstrike, 3 senior terrorist commanders, namely Ali Dawood, Bakura Fallujah, and Malam Airi, were neutralized at Koleram along the Lake Chad region. Additionally, on the 15th of April, the enclave of terrorist commander Babaru in Kankara local government area of Katsina State was destroyed. While on the 19th of April, the terrorist hideout belonging to a senior terrorist commander named Kamilu Buzaru in Damusa local government area of Katsina State, and that enclave was decimated. Also, on the 20th of April, a gathering of senior terrorist commanders, namely Ado Aliro and Kamilu Basaru in Damusa local government area of Katsina State, was disrupted by airstrikes. The battle damage assessment of all these airstrikes revealed that several terrorist combatants and their commanders were neutralized in the course of the airstrikes. Other terrorist leaders and commanders engaged by our airstrikes include that of Malam Yadi at Meriga local government area of Niger State. Then there's the enclave belonging to terrorist commander Abdullahi Nasanda and Malam Tukur in Zurmi local government and Gusau local government areas of Zamfara state, and they were equally engaged in the month of April. Additionally, the enclave of Malam Umar and several other commanders located in Alawa forest area of Niger State were engaged. Others include Bello Turji's camp in Kagara forest located between Shinkafi in Zamfara and Isa local government area in Sokoto. All the surviving commanders that have escaped these attacks, I can say, are walking corpses. It is just a question of sooner than later before they will be taken out of the battlefield. From all this, you will observe that the synchronized strikes between the ground and air forces during the period of April has resulted in several casualties. Indeed, 715 terrorists were neutralized in the month of April. And during the process, troops arrested 146 persons and rescued 465 kidnapped hostages. Furthermore, troops recovered 937 assorted weapons and over 23,000 assorted ammunition, and denied the oil theft of an estimated sum of over 2 billion naira in the month of April. The breakdown of some of these includes and is not limited to the following: 495 AK-47 rifles were recovered in the month of April. 190 locally fabricated guns were recovered in the month of April. 43 pump-action guns were recovered by troops. 151 Den guns were recovered. Over 11,000 rounds of 7.62 millimeter special ammo were recovered by troops in the month of April, and over 500 rounds of 9 millimeter MM were recovered by troops in the month of April across the various theaters of operation. Other recoveries include over 2.5 million liters of stolen crude oil recovered in the month of April. Over 254,000 liters of illegally refined AGO was recovered in the month of April. Over 1,000 liters of DPK, otherwise known as kerosene, was recovered in the month of April, as well as over 8,000 liters of PMS, otherwise known as petrol, was recovered, among other items in the month of April.